We welcome now Alex Traiman, award-winning documentary filmmaker and CEO of the Jewish News Syndicate. Alex, good morning. Thank you for weighing in this morning. I wanted to start by mentioning something your editor-in-chief, Jeffrey Tobin, wrote in a column that the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu isn't to blame, essentially, for the hostilities now underway. He writes this, quote, "2 decades of American folly made Israel's Iran strike necessary, and Trump 2.0 played into Tehran's hands by delaying a decision with futile diplomacy." So he's maintaining that the prime minister had no choice but to act. What's your take on that assessment?
Well, the prime minister has been warning about the dangers of a nuclear Iran for more than 15 years. Everybody understands that. And the intelligence suggested that Iran was literally at the cusp of the nuclear breakout. Israel preferred to wait until the absolute last moment. And it was understood by the Israeli intelligence that it was the last moment. But certainly the idea that Obama and Biden administrations flushed Iran with cash helped them to advance their nuclear program, helped them to fund their terror proxies, and made this day a reality.
So we're already seeing Iran retaliate against Israel. Israel's warning Iran will regret strikes. What do you believe Iran is capable of at this hour? Consider their weakened state, and are Americans, either at home or abroad, at risk?
I think everybody is at risk right now. Certainly, we know that Iran's most potent weapons are their ballistic missiles. Israel's been attacking at the ballistic missile facilities where they're manufactured and also some of the known launch points. But the assessment was that Iran had as many as 2,000 to 3,000 ballistic missiles before this attack. Now, we know that Iran sent 200 ballistic missiles and previously 100 ballistic missiles before that in the largest ballistic missile attacks in the history of warfare against Israel. They were able to get some 10 to 15% of those missiles through, but they were targeting an Air Force base in the middle of the desert. Those missiles can be accurate up to a point of about 300 yards. So if you miss your target by 300 yards and you're striking in the desert, you miss your target. If they fire 1,000 rockets simultaneously at Israeli population centers in Tel Aviv or Jerusalem, if they miss their target by 300 yards, they could still hit their target and commit immense damage on the Israeli home front.
Yeah, could be much more damaging in that scenario for sure. President Trump on Truth Social, he's urging Iran now to make a deal, quote unquote, before there's nothing left. We had the 6 rounds of talks set for Sunday. We've just learned that Iran has pulled out of those talks. Can a deal still be reached?
Well, it doesn't seem like the negotiations are going to prove themselves successful. But what the prime minister has warned is that if Iran allows Israel to take out the nuclear facilities without major retaliation, then the attack will remain limited to the nuclear facilities. If there is going to be a retaliation, Israel has threatened to strike against civilian infrastructures, including power plants, including oil refineries, and do a lot more damage to Iran than just targeting the military installations of the nuclear facilities. The president also seeming to indicate that there's still a path for Iran to allow this to die down, allow U.S. to come in and to sort of peacefully dismantle the nuclear facilities without a major escalation. If there will be an escalation, I think the major question is whether or not the United States would participate in future rounds of this campaign. Both the president and the prime minister saying there's more to come.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.